Welcome back to the channel.
What if I told you that the most unassuming coin in your pocket, a simple dime, could be worth not just hundreds, but potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. This tiny 1999 Roosevelt dime, the one most of us would toss in a jar or use to pay for parking, carries with it a history, a mystery, and for the lucky ones, the potential to unlock a hidden fortune. But there's a twist. Not every 1999 dime holds this secret. Some carry a flaw, a quirk, or even a design so rare that collectors worldwide are willing to pay unimaginable sums to get their hands on one. Intrigued? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this ordinary coin extraordinary, and you might just find a fortune hiding in plain sight. Let's begin by taking a closer look at this small yet iconic piece of American currency, the Roosevelt dime. Since its introduction in 1946, this coin has maintained a consistent design. On one side, we see the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a tribute to his leadership and his role in founding the March of Dimes. On the reverse, an olive branch, torch, and oak branch symbolize peace, liberty, and strength. For decades, the dime has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage, quietly fulfilling its role without much fanfare. But by 1999, as the 20th century drew to a close, the U.S. Mint found itself at a pivotal moment. The millennium was just around the corner, and with it came a surge of interest in commemorative coins and collectible designs. The Mint was under pressure to innovate while still maintaining the traditions of its classic designs. This environment created the perfect storm for something remarkable, and unexpected, to happen with the 1999 Roosevelt dime. Here's where things get interesting. Not all 1999 dimes are created equal. Some dimes from this year carry subtle errors, rare variants, or even experimental designs that were never intended to circulate. And these aren't just tiny details for coin nerds to obsess over. These are the kinds of differences that can turn a 10-cent piece into a life-changing payday. So, what should you be looking for? Let's talk about minting errors. Coins are mass-produced, but the process isn't always perfect. Occasionally, mistakes happen, and those mistakes can create rarities. For 1999 dimes, some of the most sought-after errors include double die strikes, where the design is accidentally struck twice, creating a blurry or shadowed effect. Then there are off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly aligned on the coin, leaving parts of the surface blank. And perhaps the most intriguing error of all: dimes from this year with no mint mark. Most 1999 dimes were struck at the Philadelphia or Denver mints, marked by a small P or D on the coin. But a small batch was mistakenly struck without this identifying mark. To collectors, these no mint mark dimes are like diamonds in the rough, exceptionally rare and highly valuable. Imagine finding one of these dimes in your spare change, only to discover it's worth thousands. Could it happen to you? Keep watching, because I'll show you exactly how to identify these errors and others like them. But before we dive into the how, let's step back and consider the why. Why does a coin like the 1999 dime, seemingly so ordinary, hold such fascination and value? To understand, we need to look at its history and its place in the broader story of U.S. currency. The Roosevelt dime was born out of necessity, replacing the Mercury dime in 1946. Its debut marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a president who had passed away only a year earlier, Franklin D. Roosevelt. The dime's connection to Roosevelt's legacy, specifically his fight against polio and the March of Dimes campaign, made it a symbol of resilience and progress. Over the decades, as the U.S. Mint churned out billions of these coins, they became a staple of American life. But not every dime made it into circulation. Some were set aside as proof coins, struck with extra care and precision for collectors. Others were experimental, testing new materials or designs. Fast forward to 1999. A new wave of interest in coins was sweeping the nation, thanks to the launch of the State Quarters program. Amid this frenzy, the Roosevelt dime remained steady and unassuming, or so it seemed. In truth, the 1999 dime was anything but ordinary. In 2018, a collector stumbled upon an error dime in a junk drawer, a seemingly worthless coin that turned out to be worth hundreds. Stories like this fueled the excitement of coin enthusiasts and sparked curiosity in the rest of us. Could there be more hidden treasures out there? So, how do you spot a valuable 1999 dime? First, grab a magnifying glass and take a close look at your coins. Start with the mint mark. If there's no P or D, you might have a rarity on your hands. Next, examine the coin's surface for doubling on the letters or numbers, a telltale sign of a double die strike. Check the edges for any misalignments or unusual patterns. And don't forget to inspect the overall condition. The better the coin's state, the higher its potential value. Coins graded as mint state by professional grading services can fetch a premium, especially if they're rare errors or variants. Now, here's where the story takes a twist. Rumors persist about a 1999 dime that almost no one knows about, an experimental strike. These coins were allegedly part of a secret project at the U.S. Mint, testing new materials or designs for the new millennium. While few details are confirmed, the possibility of an undiscovered variety has collectors buzzing. Could this experimental dime be hiding in a vending machine or coin jar near you? It's a tantalizing thought, one that keeps treasure hunters searching and speculating. By now, you're probably itching to check your own collection of dimes. And you should. Because even if you don't find a rare error or an experimental strike, the journey of discovery is its own reward. Coins like the 1999 Roosevelt dime remind us that even the smallest objects can hold the biggest stories. They connect us to history, to craftsmanship, and to the thrill of uncovering something extraordinary. So, what's next? Start searching. Share your discoveries in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time, we'll reveal the story of another overlooked coin that might just be worth a fortune. Until then, happy hunting, and may your next dime be the treasure of a lifetime.
Did you know that one of the most ordinary coins in your pocket, the 1994 US dime, might just be a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even millions? Yes, you heard that right. While most people glance over dimes as small change, the secrets hidden in one particular year of minting could turn your luck around. So grab a seat and stay with us until the very end, because what you learn today might change the way you look at every dime you come across. From rare minting errors to astonishing auction prices, the 1994 US dime has a story to tell, and we're going to uncover every detail. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so unique, how to check if you own one, and what to do if you strike gold, or should we say, strike dime. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's start with a little history. The dime has been an essential part of American currency for over 200 years, and its evolution reflects a fascinating journey through art, politics, and economics. The 1994 dime you see today bears the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the front side, a tribute to the man behind the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio. Flip it over, and you'll find a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. These symbols have adorned the dime since 1946, but their simplicity hides a world of complexity, especially when it comes to certain years of minting. Now, here's a question to ponder: why is the 1994 dime standing out? Among the billions of dimes minted over decades, what sets this one apart? The answer lies in the mysterious world of minting errors, rare features, and anomalies. Let's unravel that mystery together. Errors in coin minting might sound like a mistake, but for collectors, they are pure gold, or silver, in this case. The tiniest deviation from perfection can skyrocket a coin's value. In the case of the 1994 dime, there are several errors that make it particularly desirable. Take, for example, double die errors. These occur when the coin is struck more than once during the minting process, creating a slightly doubled image on the coin's surface. Imagine Roosevelt's face appearing with a faint shadow behind it, or the torch on the reverse seeming to glow with an extra outline. To a collector, these subtle errors are nothing short of art. And then there are off-center strikes. Picture a dime where the design is shifted, leaving part of the coin blank. It's as though the machine at the mint missed its mark, creating a one-of-a-kind piece. Off-center errors on 1994 dimes have been found and sold for impressive sums. But here's where it gets even more intriguing: some 1994 dimes are missing their mint marks entirely. Normally, a small P for Philadelphia or D for Denver signifies where the coin was produced. Without this mark, a dime becomes a rare anomaly that collectors clamor to own. Now, here's a story that might make you dig through your change jar tonight. A collector once found a 1994 dime with a rare error, an off-center strike paired with a missing mint mark. It sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. Think about that for a second. A coin worth 10 cents in your pocket could be worth hundreds, or more, if it has the right characteristics. And this is just the beginning. But before we dive into the jaw-dropping values some of these dimes have fetched at auctions, let me show you something. Take a look at this blurry image. What's so special about this dime? Why is it guarded in a temperature-controlled vault, only coming out during exclusive coin exhibits? I'll reveal the full story in just a moment, so stay tuned. Let's talk about value. How does a coin that's worth 10 cents to most people become worth thousands, or even millions, to others? The first factor is the mint mark. 1994 dimes were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Dimes with the S mint mark are proof coins, struck with exceptional detail for collectors. But errors like missing mint marks or anomalies in these proof coins can exponentially increase their value. Next comes the condition of the coin. A dime that has circulated through countless hands will naturally show signs of wear, scratches, faded designs, and dings. But an uncirculated 1994 dime, one that looks as pristine as the day it was minted, is a treasure. Coins are graded on a scale, with higher grades like MS 65 or above indicating near-perfect condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Now here's where it gets really interesting. At coin auctions, 1994 dimes with rare errors or exceptional grades have fetched prices that boggle the mind. One such dime, with a double die error, sold for over $1,200. Imagine finding that in your loose change. But wait, there's one 1994 dime that breaks all the rules, a coin so unique it's considered priceless. What makes it so valuable? Stick around, because the answer will leave you stunned. Let me tell you about a 1994 dime that made headlines. This particular coin, discovered in a private collection, was unlike any other. Experts speculate it was a test strike, a coin minted during an experimental phase that somehow slipped into circulation. Its anomalies were so significant that it defied standard grading. Some say it was a mistake. Others whisper that it might have been deliberately created by a rogue mint worker. Whatever the case, this dime was valued not in hundreds or thousands, but in millions. Yes, millions. Could there be more like this out there? And if so, how would you recognize one? The answer lies in knowing what to look for. Here's how you can check your dimes for hidden treasures. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin appraisal tool. Examine the coin's details closely. Is the mint mark missing? Are there any signs of doubling in the design? Does the coin look slightly off-center or show unusual features? These are the hallmarks of a valuable error coin. Collectors also rely on tools like coin grading guides and digital scales to determine if a coin's weight matches standard specifications. Sometimes, even the tiniest discrepancy can signal a rare anomaly. If you think you've found something extraordinary, consider having it appraised by a professional numismatist or submitting it to a coin grading service. And here's a tip: keep an eye out for uncirculated rolls of 1994 dimes. These rolls, often sold at auctions or online, might contain hidden treasures that no one has discovered yet. With just a little effort, you could turn a dime into a life-changing fortune. Before we wrap up, let's recap what we've learned today. The 1994 US dime may seem like just another coin, but its potential value is anything but ordinary. From minting errors like double dies and off-center strikes to the elusive missing mint mark, these tiny anomalies can transform a dime into a collector's dream. And let's not forget the one-of-a-kind test strike dime, a coin that remains shrouded in mystery and valued in the millions. So the next time you come across a 1994 dime, don't dismiss it as mere spare change. Take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a piece of history, and a fortune, in your hands. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the world of the 1994 US dime. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn how to find more rare coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever come across a unique or rare coin? We'd love to hear your story. In our next video, we're diving into another coin that's been turning heads, a coin so rare it's considered the holy grail of collectibles. Could it be sitting in your pocket right now? Don't miss it. See you next time.
A simple 10-cent coin could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, prepare to be amazed, because hidden among the billions of coins minted that year are rare variants and errors that collectors dream of finding. These tiny treasures, overlooked by most, have stories to tell and mysteries to uncover. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes the 2015 dime so special, and why it might just be worth far more than its face value. Let's start with the basics. The 2015 dime, like most modern dimes, features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. Designed by John R. Sinek and first introduced in 1946, this design has become a staple of U.S. coinage. On the reverse, we see the familiar olive branch, torch, and oak branch, symbols of peace, liberty, and strength. It's a classic design, one that hasn't changed in decades. But in 2015, something unusual happened. Before we get to the exciting part, let's set the stage. The year 2015 was a pivotal one for the U.S. Mint. Advances in minting technology were allowing for greater precision and security features, but they also brought challenges. With billions of coins being struck each year, even the smallest errors could create rare and valuable varieties. The 2015 dimes were no exception. Here's where it gets interesting. Among the countless dimes minted in 2015, some exhibit minting errors that make them highly sought after by collectors. Errors like double die strikes, where the design appears double due to an accidental second impression, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, are just a few examples. These errors are not just quirks, they're opportunities. Coins with such anomalies can fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction, but there's an even rarer variant of the 2015 dime that has collectors buzzing: the missing mint mark. Most 2015 dimes were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by a P, or the Denver Mint, marked by a D. However, a small number were minted without these identifying marks. These no-mint mark dimes are exceptionally rare and can be worth a significant premium, especially in high-grade condition. Imagine finding one of these in your change, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth a small fortune. Could it happen to you? Keep watching, because we'll show you exactly how to identify these rare coins. Let's talk history for a moment. The Roosevelt dime has a legacy that goes beyond its monetary value. Introduced in honor of Franklin D. Roosevelt and his efforts to combat polio through the March of Dimes, this coin carries a symbolic weight. By 2015, nearly 70 years after its debut, the dime remained a workhorse of American currency. But hidden within the billions of dimes produced each year are stories that only a keen eye can uncover. In 2015, an unexpected discovery captured the attention of the coin collecting world. A collector stumbled upon a unique error dime in a roll of pocket change, an off-center strike that sold for over $1,000 at auction. This story isn't just about luck, it's a reminder that valuable coins can be found anywhere, even in the most mundane of places. Could your next dime be the one that changes everything? Let's find out how you can tell. The first step to identifying a valuable 2015 dime is to inspect it closely. Grab a magnifying glass and start with the mint mark. Is it a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia? Or is it missing entirely? Next, check for any doubling on the letters or numbers, a sign of a double die strike. Look for misalignments, extra lines, or unusual patterns that indicate an error. Finally, examine the overall condition of the coin. Coins graded as mint state by professional services can command significant premiums, especially if they're rare variants. But there's another layer to this story. Some collectors believe that experimental or test dimes were struck in 2015, using unique materials or designs that were never released to the public. These coins, if they exist, would be among the rarest and most valuable dimes ever minted. While no confirmed examples have surfaced, the possibility keeps collectors searching and dreaming. As we wrap up, consider this: the 2015 dime may seem small and ordinary, but it's a reminder that even the most common objects can hold extraordinary value. From minting errors to historical significance, this coin has captured the imagination of treasure hunters and collectors alike. So, the next time you come across a dime, take a closer look. You never know what secrets it might hold. Now it's your turn. Check your spare change, inspect your coin jars, and let us know in the comments if you found anything unusual. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories of hidden treasures in your pocket change. Next time, we'll uncover the mystery of another overlooked coin that might just make you a fortune. Until then, happy hunting, and may your next discovery be worth far more than 10 cents.